Hey guys, welcome back to my beauty stash, or welcome if it is your first time here. Hello, my name is Steff. I would love to have you become part of our makeup family, so be sure to click on that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching. So today is the second installment of my Beauty Bay weekend series here in my stash, and up in it today is the new Berries palette from their by Beauty Bay brand. This little palette, 16 shadows, retails for $11. $11, really pretty shades, a nice mixture of matte and shimmer shades in here, and I cannot wait to dive into this one. My last video that went up on Friday evening was the Earthly palette. This is an all green eyeshadow palette. You guys know how I feel about green. I should have worn this little do yesterday instead of today. Anyway, this was a pretty awesome palette for $11. Run, don't walk on this one. This one performs so well for me, so well. So far, the palettes that I've tried from Beauty Bay, I've only encountered one dud, and it was the Love Notes palette, unfortunately. The Wilderness palette, amazing. Age of Opulence, amazing. Earthly palette, amazing. And I'm hoping that the Berries is going to be equally amazing as well. Be sure to come back tomorrow for the Midnight palette. This will be the third and final video in the Beauty Bay weekend here in my stash. This looks so good. I cannot wait for this one. But today is all about the Berries. I'm gonna insert some swatches before we begin the 3-look tutorial portion of the video. And then I will come on at the end, share with you my final thoughts on the Berries palette, and we'll see if this is worth your $11 or not. If you guys wanna see the Berries palette in action, keep on watching. Now guys, I do want to mention that I will have all the makeup that I'm wearing both on and off camera linked in the description box of today's video. Some of those things might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping to them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I have pretty much a full face of rare beauty going on, and the lipstick I am wearing, I'm going to be wearing the Wet n Wild Cloud Pouts during all 3 videos, but the shade that I have on right now, which I don't know if I'm going to keep it on, but we're going to go with it for now, is Cotton Candy. I love these. I love how they smell. I love how they wear. It really does smell like cotton candy. So let's dive into the Berries palette. We have a lot of goodness in here to choose from. I think I'm going to start with this shade right here. This shade is called Curve. And then I'm going to work into Doll. And ooh, maybe this one. Oh, I think we need to use that one. That one is called Lilo. Let me start first with Curve, and then we'll take it from there. And guys, I do want to mention I'll be using this Too Faced, the newly reformulated Shadow Insurance throughout all 3 videos. That has been working out really well, like really, really well. And I'm gonna take the shade Curve on a BK 201. Now, one of you all asked me yesterday in the comments where these palettes are made. They are made in the PRC. Also, some of you in the comments from yesterday's video, you guys have been saying that your palettes have taken a long time to reach you, and I will agree with that. My palettes, I ordered them on launch day, and I mean, I got them Thursday afternoon. So like on St. Patrick's Day is when I got them. And I mean, I felt like that was a long time. I know some of you are still waiting for your palettes to arrive. And so one of y'all said that they were changing warehouses, so that caused like a delay, like a hiccup in their shipping and stuff. But yeah, I felt like this was the longest I had waited for a Beauty Bay order. And I don't remember if I paid for shipping. I seriously don't remember. Okay, well, this is building up. Like, I didn't think this was going to become the color that it is. So this is nice. All right, so on a BK206, I think I'm gonna move down to this shade. This shade is called Bubblegum. I'm gonna run that in the crease, just slightly below where I went in with Curve. That looks nice. And that's layering well. Now, in yesterday's video, I had said, just from my experience with the Love Notes palette, that I was gonna do work from deepest to lightest. That's not my preferred way of applying my shadows. And I think that was the issue with the Love Notes palette, but I didn't have to do that. I haven't had to do that with any Beauty Bay palettes. And I know some of you do that, just so that the formula, everything will blend together. But so far we've been off to a good start. The only hiccup I had was the Love Notes palette and those deeper matte shades, which is a real shame. All right, see, that's perfect. That layered well, no issues. I mean, everything just blended seamlessly. Now on a Refer 13, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one is called Lilu, I think. Lilu? I don't know, I'm having a hard time seeing that one. Perfect. You see, it's just blending so well with those other two shades. This is all I wanted Love Notes to be, you know? That's such a pretty color story, and unfortunately for me, those deeper matte shades that were in that palette, they just didn't, they were really patchy on me. Really patchy. The shimmers were great. The lighter matte shades were fine. But yeah, that palette was a dud. All right, now with the same brush, I'm gonna go into this shade down here. This one is called Journal. It's working fine. Great. Excellent. Going back in with Lilo. Well, you know, it doesn't even start with an L. I'm just having a hard time seeing that shade name. Good, we got a really good blend there. Now, man, the shimmer shades in here are so pretty, but I'm really eyeing this one right here. This one is called Soda. So I think I'm gonna do a combination of Soda and then this shade right here. This one is called Cloud. I'm taking Soda on a damp Refer 28. That is really pretty. Now I feel a little bit of fallout. This is more of like a textured shimmer, which is fine, I don't mind, but I felt like I got a little bit. Haven't gotten any fallouts with the matte shades though. All right, now I'm going in with the shade Cloud. Wow. This is the same brush, I just sprayed it. I think I picked up way too much. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going back in with the shade Bubblegum. That was the second shade I used in the crease. Now on a BK204, I'm going in with Journal. This was the darkest shade I used in the outer corner. Just keeping that really close to the lash line. Add a little bit of Journal right here just to make sure they connect. Okay, wow, this looks nice. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Cloud. I'm gonna add it to the inner corner. I'm using a damp Refer 03. Okay guys, I'm gonna add some eyeliner and mascara, and I will be right back to show you the completed look number 1. All right guys, so here's the completed look number 1. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. The mascara that I will be using throughout all of these videos is the one from Rare Beauty. And then the eyeliner that I used for the top lash line and for the lower waterline, I even kind of smoked it out or smudged it out on the lash line as well, is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Alkaline. And this is the look. I think it came out perfect. No issues with blendability, patchiness, or anything like that. I mean, the shimmer shades, wow. The shimmer shades definitely pack a punch. Let's move over to the left eye and start working on look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2, I want to use, let's see, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to start with this shade first. This one is called Shake. And then I'm going to work my way down here to Rosewood. So I'm taking Shake on a BK201, which is the brush that I used over here for that first shade Curve, just to blend it out, nothing too precise. So this is definitely the lightest shade in the palette. I think this is all I'm gonna get it to build up to. So we'll leave it here. Now on a Refer 15, I'm gonna go in with the shade Rosewood. Now on a Refer 14, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one is called Loyalty. It's doing just fine, guys. Perfect. It's blending, it's building. It's doing exactly what I needed to do. Now I think I'm gonna go in with this shimmer shade. This one is called Jura? J-U-R-A? I don't know that. I don't know what that means. And then, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this on the lid. I'm using a damp Morphe M124. Yeah, this is gonna be a, let's see. This is the deepest shimmer shades. The deepest of the shimmer shades. And this is more of a traditional shimmer. It's not as textured as some of the other ones are. Now I'm picking up some of the shade Loyalty, and I'm just gonna use that to blend the edge. Going back in with Rosewood. Now with my finger, I'm gonna go in with the shade Nova. I'm just gonna apply that to the center. Yeah, that's perfect. Just to kind of lighten it up a little bit. Now on a Refer 26, I'm going in with the shade Rosewood. Same brush, I'm going in with the shade Loyalty. Going back in with the shade Nova on this damp pencil brush. Okay, guys. Let me add a liner and mascara, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 2. All right, guys, so here is look number 2. I opted for some purple liner on the top lash line and on the lower waterline. For the lower waterline, LA Girl Neon Shockwave in the shade Vivid. And for the top lash line, one of my favorites from Shop Miss A, this is the Artista eyeliner pen in the shade Purple. And of course, more Rare Beauty mascara. And I love it. Everything is working. Yes, yes, everything so far is working really, really well. The shades are really pigmented. They're blending. The shimmers are amazing. Definitely recommend spraying the shimmers. But let's see, which eye look am I going to take off? I feel like it might be easier to remove this one. That 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, that it stays on all day. So I'll be back and we'll start working on look number 3. All right, guys, so for this third and final look, I really want to use these 2 shimmer shades. And let's see, I need to use this shade because I haven't used this one. And what other shade? I haven't used the shade, or have I used the shade Doll? No, I think I used the shade Doll. Macaroon. I haven't used Macaroon. Okay, so actually, okay, I don't remember if I used the shade Doll, but I'm going to use it again if I have. So I'm going to use Doll, then Macaroon. And then I'm going to go in with this one, which is called Claret. Claret? And I'm taking the shade Doll on a Refer 15. Now on a Refer 14, I'm going in with Macaroon. Love this shade. So bright and fun. Now on a Refer 13, I'm going in with Claret. Just flicking it out this way. Perfection. Beautiful. I mean, just the way, man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that these shades are blending, performing the way I was praying they would. All right, now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one's called Daiquiri. I'm using a damp Refer 21. I'm just going in with the Refer 13 brush, no additional product, just to lightly blend the edge. Love that shimmer shade though. That's so pretty. Okay, now I need to go in with the shade Sofa. Same Refer brush. This is definitely one of those textured shimmers. Look at that sparkle. It's beautiful. That's the thing with these textured shimmers in particular, you will get a little bit of fallout. Now that's okay because they're performing fantastic. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of Journal just to the outer corner. Just a little bit. All right, guys, I have officially used every single shade in the palette. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with Macaroon. I'm taking Macaroon on a Refer 26. Same brush. Now I'm going back in with Claret, keeping that really close to the lash line. For the inner corner, I'm going in with Sofa on a damp pencil brush. Okay, guys, let me add some liner and mascara. I'll probably do a winged liner. I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 3. All right, guys, so here's the completed third look. I wanted to change things up a bit. I was originally going to do just black eyeliner, but I thought, let's try this one. I've had from NYX. I've had this one for a while. This is the Vivid Brights Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Vivid Petal. So that's what I have on the top lash line. And on the lower waterline, it's just a white eyeliner from ColourPop right here. But it kind of looks a little bit kind of like similar to the NYX liner, like a soft baby pink, because of obviously the pink and red tones that I have at the bottom. So I thought that would be, you know, a nice contrast. And of course, some more Rare Beauty mascara. And I love the way the look came out, something a little bit different. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video and share with you guys my final thoughts on the Berries palette from Beauty Bay. All right, guys, so after creating 3 looks with the Beauty Bay Berries palette, it's a winner. It is a definite winner. Every shade I used some more than once, and it performed. It performed so well. The mattes blended themselves effortlessly. The shimmers, there's some textured shimmers, and then there's like 1 or 2 traditional shimmers. You definitely just want to spray your brush. If you have glitter glue, use the glitter glue, but I mean, I am very pleased with all 3 looks that I was able to create with this palette. Again, I got the 16 pan palette. There was a 9 pan version. There was a 40 pan version. The 40 pan was just going to be too much because I knew I was going to do these 3 different videos. But I think this is just a happy middle of the road. You get a little bit of everything. I don't really feel like the palette is lacking too much. I guess maybe I would have liked a matte black in here, but other than that, everything is really good. I think it's just a very cohesive palette. I think you definitely have all the shades you need to create a berried tone look. Pinks and reds and just burgundies, everything. There was nothing bad that I could say about this palette. It's $11. It's $11 and it's pigmented, it's blendable. I didn't have to change up my traditional technique of doing makeup. And it worked. It worked. I am just so happy. Now, a couple of you asked me, well, what are some alternatives? Maybe something that you already had in your stash if you couldn't place an order for this palette. I was thinking a lot about the one I just recently reviewed from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is a sleepover palette. I mean, the cover art is like way cute on this. And then this is the color story. So definitely if you've already picked up this one, you might not feel the need to get this one, but I mean, it's $11 and maybe you're gonna pick up the Earthly palette, the green one, and you're wanting to try, you know, some more by Beauty Bay palettes, then yeah, I mean, for 11 bucks, it's not gonna break the bank. This one over here, how much does this one retail for on its own? I bought the bundle. The bundle came with the palette, the 2 blushes, the highlighter, and the lip gloss, and that whole bundle was $75. I want to say the palette on its own is probably like 40 bucks, maybe 35, 40 bucks, something like that. And it is in stock right now on the Unearthly Cosmetics website. So if you already picked this up, you might not feel the need to get the berries. Of course, I thought about my Natasha Denona Love Palette, which I don't know if it's still available. I mean, I know it was limited edition, but have been around for a while. I got mine when it was half off at Sephora. But yeah, if you have this one already, or maybe you're looking to update it, maybe you've already hit pan in some of the shades, then going the By Beauty Bay route for 11 bucks. I mean, this one was 65, and the $11 By Beauty Bay Berries palette performs really good. But this is a beautiful one. This is a beautiful one. So if you have it already and maybe you don't reach for it that often, I wouldn't. Just save your $11. Of course, I also brought out the retro palette because this is also like a berry toned, a little bit more neutral berry toned eyeshadow palette, but still a beautiful palette. Like these are really beautiful palettes. I love the midi size from Natasha Denona. It's my favorite size. And also if you have like the mini versions of the retro and love palette, then you kind of already have some of the shades that are in this berries palette. But I'm just saying, you know, for $11, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. And if you've been wanting to try a By Beauty Bay palette, and these are your tones, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. And I have been using that Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. It's a newly reformulated one. I'll have it linked in the description box of today's video. And I've been using that quite a bit. I've had it for what, about a week and a half, and I've been using it almost every single time that I sit down to film, and it's been performing really well. So I don't know, maybe that's one of the reasons why these shades are so blendable and not giving me any issues. I'm not entirely sure, but if you want to check it out, it'll be in the description box of this video. So let me know your thoughts, guys. What was your favorite look? 1, 2, 3, 0? Sound off in the comments down below and let me know what your experience has been. I know some of you already have the berries palette. You've already been working with it. Let me know how it's going, and hopefully it is going well. We have one more tomorrow. Don't forget to check back, turn on the bell for notifications, because Sunday is all about the Midnight Palette. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.